Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Venus conjunct to Neptune in Synastry, this beautiful romantic aspect. I really am a fan of this one. Neptunian energy can be difficult to handle, but Venus to Neptune seems to be the best version of Neptune. And this conjunction can really give two people a very telepathic link with each other, and also a lot of forgiveness and compassion, sometimes leading to a bit of maybe feeling sorry for each other. This can show up in a relationship where one person is like caretaking or like unconditionally giving like so much that it's, unhealthy. That would probably be one of the downsides, is that when Venus is conjunct Neptune in Synastry, you would do anything for this person, but sometimes it could be, that type of toxic relationship where, one person is totally like mothering or caretaking or like acting like the savior for the other. So that's something to watch out for this one. But that's only if the people or one of them is in a place in their life that's, very codependent or unhealthy, or if they're involved in addictions of any kind, this contact can increase those, and they can actually be like kind of a negative influence on each other as far as like addictions go. But overall, like this aspect is more positive than negative. Those are just a couple of the negative things that can sometimes show up. But with this contact, you really get a beautiful opportunity to love someone as your soul loves someone. It really allows you to like access I feel like a higher or more enlightened version of love. A lot of people think of love as like, what am I going to get out of this, right? Well, when you have Venus conjunct to Neptune in Synastry, you really can be focused on giving, and you can love wholeheartedly, flaws and all, warts and all, this person, and really see them in their soul beauty. Right? Now, in some cases, you're going to also maybe be seeing things that are not truly there, right? There can be a little bit of a fog or an illusion with this type of Neptunian contact. But for the most part, with this conjunction, I really feel like it just activates like a higher frequency of love. Now, because this is so strong, conjunctions to Neptune, specifically this conjunction, it can almost actually be like taking a drug or having a bottle of wine or something. Like that is the effect of this conjunction, is that it can really be mind altering. It's definitely one to handle with caution. Like if the rest of the synastry is not very good, or more difficult, or showing other Neptune contacts or toxic Pluto contacts or Saturn or whatever, like something is not right about the synastry, if it's, and use your intuitive judgment, if it's more negative than positive, then we could really see this contact causing some trouble, because it does have this effect of like drugging you, and like seeing this person as the most beautiful being on earth that you would just do anything for. um and maybe sometimes you're seeing things that are not there, but sometimes you really are seeing what is there, and it's just this contact, this type of synastry allows you to really see the highest, and the best in someone. And that's why this aspect can be one of true love, where it really can stand the test of time, because all their little quirks don't matter when we have this conjunction. We love each other for who we truly are, and we can be really vulnerable with each other with this contact. Um, the Venus person can really see the Neptune person as like this alluring mystery that they just want to be around because they just feel so good and they're very inspired by Neptune. And Neptune can feel like Venus is just so beautiful. And even if they're not outwardly, like classically, physically beautiful, it's like the Neptune person sees the Venus person as this like thing of beauty. Um, and Neptune in this contact can be a bit elusive, but it can also kind of switch, and Venus can be a bit elusive as well. Or there's just something hard to pin down on this relationship. It can be hard if we don't have other Saturn contacts or other more serious contacts to make this into something formal, because it kind of has that effect of, like I said, like drugging you. And so it can sometimes like be hard to stabilize this, like to actually get together in a marriage relationship where, we're living together, we're dealing with the responsibilities of life. You can have that, and it would be a beautiful addition to a relationship like that. But it does often create like escapist tendencies or like this romantic fog where, sometimes it can be hard to settle down with this contact, or the drug wears off, the rose colored glasses come off, and we're like, wait, who even is this person that I'm with? Like, so there can be a bit of that disillusionment, where we're finding out that what we once thought was this beautiful love is not. But it's kind of like a 50-50 chance. It actually could be everything that it feels like it is, or it could not be. And that's the excitement or the beauty of love, is that we get these kind of Neptunian contacts that can be like a drug to us, and we get to experience that excitement of finding out if we're just really crazy, or if this is the most beautiful, real soul love that we've ever had. So, with other really good synastry, this can be one of the best relationships you'll ever have. And it actually, yeah, like I said, it can just really produce higher states in both people. There can be a lot of artistic creativity. Like, this is the kind of contact that, you're writing songs about each other, you're writing poetry about each other. It just really can bring out the artistic instincts in both people. It's very powerful what can come through with this aspect. It can be just so life changing. It can change your perception of love and life, and really the Venus person's self-worth can either be greatly like increased by Neptune, or very like diluted, in a sense, like confused. So the Neptune person's intentions are going to be really important here, and also the Venus person's intentions too, right? Like, do they have good and pure intentions for each other? Is a good question to figure out. Because if they don't, someone can end up being really hurt, and sometimes, yeah, the Venus person's self-worth could be really damaged by the hard to pin down energy of the Neptune person. But it can also switch. It can be vice versa as well. So, yeah, it's a very intense contact. It's a very romantic contact. This is the kind of like person of your dreams energy that really comes in when you have Venus conjunct to Neptune. It's almost so strong that it's like destabilizing in a sense, because it just the feeling of love, the feeling of oneness, almost like spiritual bliss, connectedness that can happen when we have this conjunction, it can be really destabilizing to both of them. So it can cause them to uproot their lives, or like do something crazy or drastic. Like, this aspect can it's not as much as Venus Uranus for like being totally shocking and scandalous, but like Venus conjunct Neptune can also bring some scandals. And it could even be that like the two people do act as if they are drugged together. Like, something, yeah, scandalous can come from this union because we do kind of get put under the influence when we have Venus conjunct Neptune. So whether we're put under the influence of pure God source love or some delusion, it's hard to say, but it can definitely be a really beautiful thing if it's real. And this one aspect alone is not going to tell you if it's real. You have to look at the whole synastry. Are there enough other strong indicators of compatibility? Then this can be, like I said, the most beautiful relationship of your life. And there really is a lot of like devoted caring with this aspect, like devotion, true givingness. It's like we all get the opportunity, if we have this aspect in synastry, to love like a Venus in Pisces at their highest would, right? So yeah, I'd love to know your experience of this aspect. Was it like this? Was it not like this? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for your requests, you guys. Keep them coming, and we'll talk soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.